What's going on, guys? This is how to rebuild a 650XX, the Kenneth fuel pump. So when you take it apart, I already got it taken apart. I already cleaned it and everything. You're gonna have these 3 Phillips. They're really not Phillips, but you can use a Phillips, that's fine. And then you're gonna pull it off. You're gonna wanna clean this good. Mine's already clean. Make sure it's clean. You're gonna have a diaphragm and a gasket. This is the original from '89. I've never rebuilt it and I've owned it since '89, so this is the original gasket. You're gonna have this, flip it over. Those 2, you're gonna replace those. They're like one-way valves. So we'll replace those. Just blow it out good. I used the ultrasonic cleaner, cleaned it really good, and the carburetor, but that'll be another video for the carburetor. You're gonna have this gasket. It's gonna have one gasket on the side, this one. Set that aside, you don't need those, old. You're gonna have this, make sure you clean this good. So let's do the check valves. This is the kit. It's from, where did I get this from? Watcon. This is the OEM. Here's the OEM too. Kenneth. This is for the carburetor. You just buy them from him. It must be a upgraded kit, because let me go get the manual. They must have upgraded it farther along. This is an '89. So if you look at the manual, you can see it has the diaphragm, one gasket, then it clamps. That's the, and then if you look at the parts, if you look at the parts diagram, it has a gasket, the diaphragm, and a gasket clamp. And if you look at the new kit, it has the gasket, diaphragm, and then clamp. So they must have upgraded it farther along. We're gonna do the 2 gasket. I'll let you guys know how it goes. I wrote on a couple forums, and they said, everyone in there said they would definitely do the 2 gasket, because it must be like an upgrade over the original. But I mean, if the part diagram of this jet ski, like you could see, 650 1989 is showing the 2 gasket, they must have upgraded it sometime in its life. So we're gonna do that. So take these check valves off. This is a snap-on Note 2. I've used this for all these screws on the carburetor. It works good. Did not strip one out. So we'll take these out, check valves. I don't know if you gotta look how they go. Let's see, I'll look at it off camera. So it looks like it's angled down a little. I don't know if you guys can see on camera. So you want to make sure the angle part's down. So we'll take the screw out. Throw that to the side. Do a little ultrasonic cleaner, got it really clean. But just blow it out a little. You're gonna have this little nut. It's on the back side, so make sure you just throw it back in. So we'll open the kit up. Grab those 2 out. So the kit comes with the check valves, the gaskets. The only thing it does not come with is any screws. So if you messed up your screws, you're gonna have to go on Kawasaki and try to find the part numbers for those. So yeah, we got the check valve, and you can see where it's bent down. So it like bends down, it's hard to tell. So this is the right way, it bends down. You'll definitely see it in real life. So just throw those in, flip it over. Oh, it can only go in one way, it's slotted. Yeah, like I said, this is my first time ever doing one on this jet ski. But it's pretty simple. Tighten those down. Just get them snug, don't over tight. Right there's good. Do this one. You probably really realistically don't have to replace these, but I mean, they're coming in the kit. So these ones look pretty flawless from 1989. Never rebuilding this thing. So we'll just replace them. It said it was an OEM Kenneth kit. It might be, but I swear it's a different brand on the top. But the company that sells them is a pretty reputable company, so I don't think they'd be listing it as OEM and selling aftermarket. So we got those all in. Put those to the side. So this is what I was talking about, the one gasket. See how there's one gasket, flip it over, there's no gasket? Well, the new design has two. So we'll do this. So this is the diaphragm. We'll do a gasket. So let's put that out, make sure it's clean. So lay it on there. Put the gasket first. So you guys can see gasket. Flip this around. Diaphragm, it feels very high quality. Then we'll do another gasket. So then you got the other gasket. It's a hot one today in here in the garage. Make sure you clean this off. You can tell that ultrasonic cleaner does a very good job. Make sure you get the gasket material off of this. So it goes like, where's this? Oh, the wrong side. So flip it over, make sure you put it on the right side. Blow that out, make sure it's clean. Flip it around. Put that on there. Flip that around. Then you're gonna have this gasket. And if you look at the diagram, just so you guys know when you guys are trying to rebuild yours, if you forget how they go, here's how they go. So you do gasket first on the pump side. So that's the piece of plastic. So the gasket's gonna go on, if I'm looking at this correct, the gasket's gonna go on the non-plastic side. So the gasket's gonna go on this side. Make sure you blow that out, nice and clean. It's gonna go on this side. It's gonna go in that little hole, it's gonna line it up. Then you're gonna put your diaphragm. These are really nice quality diaphragms. Put that like that. Like this. Get that all lined up. You gotta make sure that lined up good. Make sure that's in that stud. See that little stud down there? Right there. Make sure it's in that stud lined up good. Make sure that piece of plastic lines that stud up too, and then we'll take this apart, make sure this is in the stud. Or this one have a stud. Just make sure that's lined up good. Okay. Take your screws. Wiggle them down, make sure the gaskets are seating. And let me look at this, see if there's a torque spec, which I believe there's not. So just tighten these down. tight. I think these have lock washers. Yeah, they have lock washers. So just make sure they're tight. Don't snug them down. You don't want to over tighten them. Just go back again. Pretty much it. That's how you rebuild a Kenneth. I mean, they're very, very simple to rebuild. Main thing is just getting them clean, honestly. Make sure they're really clean. That's pretty much it. I'll be putting a carburetor rebuild. I think this is a 38 millimeter. Is it up there? Or 28 millimeter. I'll be putting that video out. I'll be rebuilding it now, but it'll be a separate video. This is just strictly the fuel pump because I didn't see any on YouTube, so just try to help you guys out. Yeah, thanks for watching.